we keep breaking stuff. Back there behind me is the grain bins, and we've got an air transfer system. So when the grain reaches a certain level of dryness, the air transfer system kicks on, starts transferring grain from one bin to our holding bin. I know this seems like a bad way to video, but anyway, last night, at some point in time, which our camper is right by the air transfer system. Last night, at some point in time, the bearing decided to just stop. Not stop, just stop functioning. So all you hear is the fan kick on, and then a horrible yeah, all night. So busting out the big guns, getting her fixed. We're hoping to be able to get over and combine some, harvest some corn, but first we have to do this because it's for the corn bin. So we're trying to get it fixed. Well, I'm gonna make a quick video really quickly. Today is Monday, October 12th. And we've got one 54-acre field of beans left, and we got rain coming tonight, so we're going to try and get some corn in and finish some stuff off here. So I just checked the oil on the combine, and I just changed everything over to corn on the combine because it was set to beans. Now, maybe some of you know, maybe some of you don't, that the combine will do different crops, but you have to change settings. So Daryl threw a pop quiz at me today. So I'm going to show you how to change over the combine from corn to beans really quickly, walking through it front to back. Now we're at the front of the combine. This is called the feeder house. It feeds all the grain inside where the combine does the work. So on the side of the feeder house, this here is called the drum. And so there's a couple different things that we have to do here to set this. This little cheat sheet helps you remember. But this hole here for beans, it flips. You loosen this bolt, nut, and then you have to turn this bolt all the way around so that this hole gets aligned down with here. Now there's one here, and then there's one on the opposite side. On this side, this chain has to be loosened there and there. For beans, it goes where it's really worn there. Corn, it goes down. But up here, we loosen this, slide that back, which takes the slack out of the chain. Loosen this, and it's a bolt on the other side. You have to loosen this and then fold this down, which then you push this in, and then it goes to the different sprockets. So outer sprocket is for outer sprocket's for beans, inner sprocket is for corn, and so that changes the speed of the feeder house. Another thing we have to do is up here, pull this, slide this out, and there are some belts. Actually, that belt that you see right there. See how it says out for corn and it says in for beans? You have to change the belt or the sprocket that belt rides on. And so inside of there, which there it is, you can barely see it there. That has to change, and then we follow that belt up, and then there's another one that has to change up there. So there's that. That side is taken care of for corn. Let's put this back together because we're getting ready to start on some corn here. So once that is done, then of course, like I said, here's the other one that has to be changed over so the bolt hole is up, not down. That side is done. Then we go back here, and there are settings here for corn. We have a cheat sheet, thankfully, and we go with 12 and 17 on the sieves and the chaffer. So the sieves get changed, the chaffer gets changed, and we drop the chaffer down there. We have to change a belt and a pulley back there. to make sure that everything is changed over for corn. Now, the only other thing that we need to do is hop up in the cab, start it up, and then we do some electrical changes on the inside for the speed of everything, which is something that we will do before we get started. So that is a very quick tutorial on changing the combine over to corn from beans. Daryl's out there, and what we're gonna do is all that bean stuff, we're gonna get that off there. That's part of changing over too. So let's pull her out, get her changed over. So we're all hooked up, got the corn head on, as you can see, everything's buttoned up, hooked up, and over here, this is what I was talking about, some changes that we make on the combine. You can hit different buttons here. It's our fan speeds, our concave, and so we can change some speeds here. We do that by the buttons that are over here. And thankfully, John Deere has been extra helpful to give us a cheat sheet. You select which crop you're on. Of course, you can see the black dots on corn. And then you go over here and then you just run through each and everything to make sure that you get it the way that it needs to be. So all the things that I just showed you, basically you can use this cheat sheet to go around if you know the names of each of those and their location. So we are ready to start corn here. This is a field that we did a couple days ago, and now we're getting back to it. So starting the machine, then you'll start to see those little chains move right about now. We speed up, all of our lights go away, lower the head, and we get to it. Get in there, get her going. One back, flying solo now. Yesterday was the day of problems. We had problems with our air system. The night before, it basically burned up a bearing on the airlock. And the airlock is basically a spot in the system, the transfer system, that allows corn to go into the air to blow it up into the bin. So we had some issues with that. Had to call around to several different places and find a bearing. It was a weird one. We got that fixed this morning. Finally got the bearing this morning, got that going, and it's no squeals, no squeaks. It's good. Also yesterday we were having problems with the electrical systems of the bins, which is not good. So we had to take apart the panel, literally go through every breaker, every leg, every lug on the panel, and clean every one basically. So it was a day of fixing stuff. Then we came over to this field and started shelling corn later. I believe it was about 5 o'clock when we started. I think we left at around 8, and by 8 o'clock we had 4 truckloads, 4 semi-loads, a grain cart, and a combine full. So corn moves pretty quick. The window behind me, I mean, by the time I started this video, there was a very little corn in there, but it's moving. Corn moves and empties quick, so or shells quick, fills up quick. It does empty quick too. So anyway, we've had a couple days of just interesting trying to get stuff done. Issues, problems, fixing this. You know, the combine's gone down on us a couple times, where one was a fuel system issue. The other one, what was the other issue? Shoot, I can't remember. Anyway, we've had our fair share of problems, and fixing this. Oh, the video that you saw was me fixing that the shoe augers, or the, what do they call them here? The auger conveyor. Yeah, the sensor for that. So after we've gotten those things taken care of, we're back at it. So, shelling corn. I've heard people say that this is kind of mesmerizing, just the fact that it just sucks corn in and puts it in the hopper behind me, and it is kind of mesmerizing, but we just keep chugging along. Chug it along.